Hey guys. So recently I've been wondering, how easy is it to get into FPV these days? There are, so many whoops out there, ready to fly quads, all these sort of things. But actually the reality is it's not that easy to just get up and go fly. Or is it? I tend to fly great race quads and all these sort of things, and there's a whole level of technical knowledge to get involved with. But what about the average punt who just wants to get out and fly? And, I'm not talking about the Mavic flyer, I'm talking about the person who's interested in flying a race-style drone. Now, that got me thinking, and I decided to pick myself up one of these. Now, this is an X4 Storm by Hubsan. I picked it up from Banggood just over Christmas, and finally it arrived. Now, you're talking just shy of $100 for one of these, and I have to say I've been pleasantly surprised. Here we go, here's the drone. I'm not going to do a whole unboxing video for you, but this is quite a pretty little carbon fiber frame. Everything's well protected. There is an SD card slot in it, so in theory you can record HD, well pseudo HD I'd guess. I haven't tested that myself. It broadcasts on regular 5.8 gig, which means your Fat Shark goggles will work. However, I'll go down and pick up the little bits I got on the floor here. I actually got the version which comes with this tiny little screen which detaches and attaches quite easily. You've got a neat little remote. You know what? It's not bad. I've been flying this thing around the garden outside. It's okay. Now, it's not going to win any awards for acrobatics. There's no doubt about that. It's not an acrobatic quad. However, what it is a pretty neat kind of brushed motor. A little bit better than a Whoop maybe. It's different, but absolutely perfect for a beginner. All the complicated things like the charging, the batteries, the warnings, the beeps, it's all just dealt with. When using this little remote or the screen on top, it actually seems to bind up, and it's even showing you the voltage and the status of the DVR. All sorts of things are going on there, which makes it a pretty neat and tightly integrated package. It's, you know what? If I'm honest, it's not quite my thing. It just doesn't have the oomph and the guts to do it. But were I to say to someone, if you're just interested in trying FPV, you're not really sure about it, it's actually not a bad package. So for £100 out the box, you're ready to fly. If you choose to take the next step, you go buy yourself some Sky Zones or Fat Sharks or whichever type of goggle you want. And next thing you know, hook them up, and then you've got total immersion. It really does kind of just make an all-round package. You even have the next step on is that I believe with one of those multi-protocol modules in the back of your Tyrannus, you could swap your whole transmitter out and use your Tyrannus to fly the same quad. If we're honest, it probably won't last that long because when you're learning to fly FPV, you do break a few things. But the potential is there. There's nothing particularly bad about it at all. So, from my experience of flying it for the last day, it's a good buy. I'd highly recommend it. Certainly for newcomers. Take that as you will, whether or not my opinion counts. But it's not too bad. Good job.